We all know how important healthy levels of vitamin D are. But did you know that if you're one of 50 to 80% of Americans who are deficient in magnesium, your body can't actually utilize that vitamin D properly? Both magnesium and vitamin D are essential for so many different functions to happen optimally in the body. But we don't often hear too much about how important they are for one another. You see, whether you make vitamin D in your skin from being out in the sun, or whether you take a vitamin D2 or D3 supplement, none of these are the active form of vitamin D that actually delivers the health benefits. It first has to go through two steps of what's called hydroxylation. The first step happens in the liver, where it gets converted into 25-hydroxyvitamin D, also known as calcidiol. Then we move on to the kidneys, where that gets turned into 125-hydroxyvitamin D, also known as calcitriol, which is the active form of vitamin D. We finally made it. Now, what does magnesium have to do with this? Those transformations that happen in the liver and the kidneys require the presence of certain enzymes. And these enzymes are dependent on magnesium to function properly. If they don't have enough, they aren't able to effectively convert vitamin D into its active form. But even that isn't the end of the story. Once you've made the active form, it has to go around to different places in the body and do stuff. Magnesium helps vitamin D bind to a carrier protein. You can think of it like magnesium calling an Uber for the vitamin D to get where it needs to go. And when it gets there, it needs to bind to a vitamin D receptor. And surprise, surprise, you need magnesium for vitamin D to bind to the receptor. And here's one other thing that's really cool. It's not just a one-way street where vitamin D is always relying on magnesium for help. Sometimes it's actually vitamin D helping out magnesium. See, vitamin D can sometimes actually enhance intestinal absorption of magnesium. Check out this study. They took 82 women and gave them a big injection of vitamin D. In the obese women in the study, just from this one injection of vitamin D, their magnesium levels actually went up. And the more deficient they were in magnesium to begin with, the more of an improvement they saw. Now, before you go, here's a link to a video about the best dietary sources of magnesium. And here's a video the algorithm thinks you'd enjoy. And there's a link to our website if you're ready to try the #1 highest food source of magnesium. Have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you all again next time.